this is Ali Reza, and as I promised, in this episode, we will take a look at how I changed the network. First of all, our mod network message. Well, I just put public static simple network wrapper of network, but that's the name. And in our init, first we say it equals to simple network wrapper of channel name. Now the channel name is our mod ID, and where do I put that? Well, in our jpiston mod. Here I say when we are calling init, I'm sending mod ID, and as you see in here, I'm asking for the channel name, okay? The stuff here changed. We will come back to that later after I went into our message. Now, if you recall, I was implementing both iMessage and iMessage handler. Now I'm simply implementing iMessage handler, and here we need factory tab change dot packet. Packet is a class inside this message handler, as you can see here. We'll come back to that later. And override iMessage on message. Here we call the packet message and context. Okay. Then we check if the context is not server-side, just return null, because this guy is just happening in the server-side. Then we get the container from context, get server handler, packet, player entity, and open container, and then getting the player. As before, if the container is instance of the factory container, we want to show the slots, but here we don't need to set the range. Then we get the entity. If the entity is T factory, we want to set the tab in there too. And after that, we return null. Now, we have two implementations of set action. Okay. One accepts X, Y, and Z as index. And as you can see, we define a packet. We call new packet. We send in X, Y, and Z. And then we call the network send to server only the packet. Okay, and this is happening on the client side. So we make sure that we only send to server from client side and not from server to the client side this way. And again, on client side, we have an override that we accept the factory and index, and of course we send factories X, Y, Z and index. Now the packet itself is much similar to our iMessage, because simply it's implementing the iMessage here, and it has X, Y, Z and index. We have a null constructor for that. We have our X, Y, and Z and setting it. Then we read from byte and write to byte. Okay? So this is our factory tab change. When we come back to our network registering, we register on network the class, then the packet with next ID and the side that is server. How we use that in GUI? Well, it became much simpler now. It's factory tab that changed, send action, and the action we want. Okay? And in our container. Now, I had this set slot range. Before that, when we showed it, when we showed the slide, because if you recall, the only thing that we are calling on our container, if I remove this guy and refactor it again, so come down. If you take a look, the only thing that we are calling on the container is show slots, okay? And we're sending an index in it. So in the container, I use the same slot at the end, and I'm, as you see, changing the tab index to the index, okay? Then in down, in set a slot range, I use that tab index, and of course it's a private variable. I have this int start and int end equals -1, and here I'm setting them. Now, In transfer stacking slot, after I define slot, I set the start and end. And here I just send merge item stack and start and end. Much simpler, isn't it? And it is working. So let me decide on what to do next. Well, first things is that we don't need those dummy slots. So bye-bye. Delete anyway. Okay. And in here, of course, we have some errors because these are not there anymore. So we change back to generic tray slot and the mod should work. Now what will happen if we don't have any slots to be able to shift click in them? Well, no errors, no crashes. You can't put items there. You can't shift click them because J generic slot does not accept anything. But as you saw at the start of the video, it would accept when the item is valid for the slot because that part is not changed. That part is happening inside our merge item stack. So let me see, what do I want to teach you next after all these problems? Well, how about yeah, we only have some items to add to the game, some slots to add to the game for time being, and that would be it. So let me copy paste them because honestly all of them are close to each other. Copy, and in slots I will add paste and add them. And yeah, I need to add tweak them to generic J, not J item, generic J slot. Thank you. And mod items. And of course, now I need to add these items, iron chip, golden chip, and let's go step by step. So, thank you. Okay. And mod items. So as you see, each one of these slots are only accepting a few items and returning the stack count. For example, chipset accepts 16 and accepts some items that I need to add as gold and iron chip. Okay, that's easy because we will start adding them in a few seconds. And blank card, as you see, is valid. So this is blank card slot. I can already use it. Going back to Photoshop because I need that. Thank you from previous episode. And if you take a look at tab 1, blank card will come in here. So it's slot 3 here. And in factor container, if we go up in tab 1, slot 3 is this guy. Okay. And of course it's item, no. Yeah, it will import it. Okay. And what is your error now? Something in imports. Of course, we don't have these guys. And blank card is okay. Let's add the chipset item. And no, let's first of all solve all our problems with our slots. So it's a repetitive job. That's because that's why I'm just copy pasting it time and time again, because honestly you had seen some slots before and they are just calling the super, they are validating an item and they are returning the stacks that we can put there. Now this one is a bit bigger because now it is accepting our chipsets and we will have multiple chipsets there. So who said copy pasting is a bad thing? And I'm telling you, later on, we will depend on Melis's core, and it will change lots of these stuff. But that is after we finished our job here. So this is a generic JSlot. Thank you. And items. Import that. And generic JSlot. And items. Import. There. The reason we have to do this is that my naming in my side project that I'm using is a bit different from the namings I'm using for final versions that you are seeing me developing right now. Okay. And Control CU, glue. And of course we can add the glue right now, but I will come to that later. I want to work on a consistent way. So U, mod items, there, and this is iron bar. As you see, you can add anything from, this is from vanilla item.get item from block, and the block we are wanting is iron bar. That's a slot that accepts iron bars for you, for example. And there we go. And there we go. These are the slots that I made up until now on my notes. Now we need some items, and for items we have different things. In chipsets, Control C. Did it work? Yeah, what? No, need to implement containers. Okay, I was chatting with Ordinasty, the developer of Melis's core. He pinged me there. Okay, for chipsets, we are pasting our chipsets. Hooray. The reason you see now why I'm copy pasting, because they are lots, and the only thing I'm doing is calling the super and giving it the name and giving it a name. That's how you define your items. And of course, I need to add these to name. Yeah. And now we need to change these guys. So name. Or instead of all of that, we can come back here and change this guy to refactor, rename, shift F6, sorry, but I mapped it to F2 too. So names to refactor, and what now? What now? Come on. Names. Who said this is the proper naming for names? So names. Names. Come on. How did I spell it like that? Names. Cancel. Why are you not happy? Come on. Why are you not importing it? Names. Names. There we go. And names. There we go. Now, of course, I need this part, but as you see, I have it in names. So we'll add it later. So let's go and come on, names, names. Yeah, derping of IntelliJ to not finding it by itself, but that is not a problem because we are going to add few stuff. Names. Oh, what? Ignore. Yeah, because my, you see, it says there's not enough memory to perform the request operation. The reason is that we are limiting our memory on undo stuff. Now each time I need to perform ignore. That's not cool. Well, I have lots of memory. Let's see if I can change the setting. Ouch! Yeah, it shut down itself. Okay. And there we go. Now at least we have that. And this is names. And let me see if I can change the memory because honestly, I have lots of memory that I can give to the IDE settings, application server, cloud console, Ledger, diagram editor. Huh? Okay. Come on. Something like memory somewhere? Uh, no. That is interesting. You would think they gave you the option right in first scope. This is the project setting. I don't want the project setting. Okay, let's take a look one by one. No, debugger. Data view, no. What is that? Milliseconds, no. No, no, no. Diagram, no. Editor, smart keys, appearance. Tabs, code folding, code compilation, no. Import. Yeah, I have to go one by one to see just the memory. Oh, that's funny. Key map. This is how you change the short keys, by the way. Menus and toolbars, notification, OSGI, password, no, no, no. And this is how it patterns to-do list. Dates. Come on. Really? Okay. It sounds like the very first time it shows itself, you have to change the memory then, but whatever. Okay. All right. And, so what are these? These are, as you can see, meaningless items unless you want to do stuff with them. So you can think of them as temporary items that you are using for, of course, now I can close the chipset. Coming back to names, you are using for adding, you see that chipset is empty. You use for adding more stuff to be able to use for crafting, stuff like that. So let me import them because all of them are very heavily used. Control C. This is our chipsets. Okay, and Control C. If I go back, it's chipset. So the names chipset, and all of them are okay now. Suddenly, okay, close all. I want my names again. We have fiber. Control C. So this is fiber. And you will see that in a few seconds I will change all these namings and these namings. We have ingredients that we already added: blank card, emerald gear, the glue, the sticky card, but now we need more items. So, and Control V, okay? And in tile entity we have them in NBT. We will have lots more later. And what else? Fibers, chipsets, tools. Upgrade is empty, parts is empty. Later we will use them. And yeah, that's for time being. Okay, how should we rename them? Well, first of all, as I said, I want to be chipsets. I want it to be fibers. And the time I was making these guys, I was just fast typing to be able to finish them, and I don't like my static things being lowercase, so this is black basic chipset. Let's rename it black basic chipset. Bam! So F2, bam, 2, and IntelliJ is very smart. It knows that it's a static, so you may want to make them uppercase, and it gives you the option as the very first choice, and I like it. And there we go. And more stuff down here. So iron fiber, yeah, gold fiber, diamond fiber, and none of them are being used yet. You'll see how we will use them later. Blue fiber, brown fiber, ender fiber, gray fiber, white fiber, black fiber, blank card, emerald, gear glue, sticky, iron chipset. And yeah, we need to refactor this guy now. Gold chipset, and it will ask to do the refactor. Wow, what? Oh, okay. No, okay. This is bad. Iron, of course, with capital iron. Chip set. This is the name that we will be used later on. So gold chip, no, chip set. Okay, and insert, no, not alt insert, F2, rename, casting, and this guy is cancel. Control C, F2, casting, yeah, do refactor, and then Control V. That's the only way around it. Control C, F2, choose this guy, come on, do refactor, and Control V there, F2, digitizer base, and do refactor. So I forgot it. So digitizer base, Control C, F2, Control to refactor, Control V, Control C, F2, digitizer, and do refactor, Control D. Okay? Digital band heater, iron laser scalpel, they are okay. These guys are okay. So we added our chipsets, but we have more items to add. After chipsets, we have fibers. Copy them. And what is your problem, sir? No problem there. You're derping. Oh no, it's having a problem. What is the problem now? Names? Oh yeah, why? Oh, references. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, that's correct. Where are you? Okay, come on, show your face. Delete. Show your face. Delete. Show your face and delete. That's the proper one. This is going to be this. This is going to be this. And why are you still red? Okay. So what I'm doing is just importing few classes that, as you see, only sets the names for new items, nothing special there. And we are done with chipsets. We are fibers, so paste them. Okay. And of course, now we need to import these guys. And that is just an S there. And an S there. And of course, now I have a problem. That blue fiber. Black fiber. Yeah. S. S. And this guy is black fiber. I should have renamed them after importing the classes, but meh. Those are just renamings. And brown fiber. References. Fibers. Diamond fiber. References. Fibers. And their fiber. And references. And there we go. Gold fiber. References. Fibers. Gray fiber. And this is references, this is fibers, this is green fiber. References, fibers, and iron fiber. This is references, fibers, and this is red fiber. This is references, white fiber, and finally our yellow fiber. Fiber. And we have our fibers now. In ingredients, of course, we have more right now. So ingredients. Okay. Okay. What the hell? Didn't want that. Go to items. Why did you drag? I'm not sure. So we have blank card. We have cartridge casing, cartridge cover to add, digitizer, digitizer base, connector, gold chipset, iron chipset, and we have emerald gear, glue, and sticky card. So copy and paste them. Okay. And of course, we just need to change these guys. References, ingredients, yeah, and this is cartridge casing. And the digitizer base. Of course, none of these items are still registered in game, but that is easy. Digitizers connector. So ingredients and digitizers connector. Gold chip. And iron chip. Iron chip. There we go. So we have our items. Now in tools, we have more tools, or do we? No, we have all of them, okay? And in upgrades, we don't have any upgrades yet. Okay, so closing all. Now we come back, we finished this part, we finished this part. Of course, we finished this part, and inventory. Of course, we will come back to inventory because our factory container now needs to have these slots. But before that, we have to register our items. So inside init mod item. Now tools are the same. Chipsets. Okay. So we add our chipsets, and we need to define them. So let me introduce something to you. On top of your class, you can say, hey, game registry object holder reference mod. What does this mean? Well, this means that, hey, everything inside this class belongs to this mod. So if by chance any other mod has some item with the same names that I gave to them, don't tinker with mine. Let him have his, let me have mine. Another thing that you can add is on top of your items when you are adding them. So, for example, this is our digital land now. So, digital land. Okay? This is how we register an item inside object holder. And then, of course, this is heater. This is hammer. So, iron hammer. This is our laser. And this is our scalpel. So by doing this, I will make sure that in no way any other mod can change mine. Okay? And of course now we need to add to that as our blank card. No, it's not in tools, it's in ingredients dot blank card. So Control C, Control V, and that is emerald gear. This is our glue, and this is our sticky card. Okay, but I like consistency. So when I have these names, I will come into my items. I will take a look at ingredients, and I see, okay, after blank card, I have cartridge casing. So Control C, Control V, and this is cartridge casing. And of course, this is new cartridge casing, and we need to change the name, so it's cartridge casing. Okay, and after cartridge casing, we have glue. So I will move the glue up, and for that I hold Control Shift and up, and as you see it went up. After glue, no, okay, and Control C, Control V. After this cartridge casing, we have cartridge cover, and of course it's cover, and it's here cover. Okay. After cover, we have digitizer, so I add digitizer, 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 and it's digitizer. After digitizer, I will have digitizer base, digitizer base, digitizer base. After digitizer base, I will have what is this? Digitizer connector. So digitizer connector, digitizer connector, and here it is digitizer connector. Okay. After the connector, we'll have emerald gear. So emerald gear comes in top of glue. After glue, we will have our golden chip. So gold chip, and here is gold chip. After gold chip, we have iron chip. So iron chip, and I see that red line few lines above, but I will come that after I finished, and I will be back. Okay, so we finished the ingredients. Are we? Yeah. And then it's our chipsets. So I will just copy paste it because it's a big section. So after that, it's our chipsets, and of course now we have lots of errors because now we have changed the names. So chipsets, yeah, Control Z, and this is black, oh, basic chipset, yeah. So this is black basic chipset. So let's go with consistency, chipsets, chipsets. This is the package. So what I'm doing is just making some more items uh, with registering them, and then there we go, there we go, import the items. As you can see now, imported something like this. It's very convenient tools, chipsets, ingredients. Okay, so we need to just change the names. This is blue basic, this is brown basic, this is diamond basic, ender basic, gold basic, gray basic, green basic, iron basic, red basic, white basic, yellow basic, and these are the advanced ones. So black advanced, blue advanced, brown advanced, gold advanced, gray advanced, green advanced, iron advanced, red advanced, white advanced, yellow advanced, and there we go. Then fibers coming. So Control C and Control V. Fibers. There we go. And of course at the third one or fourth one, there we go. Now we need to change the names. Black fiber, blue fiber, brown, come on, brown fiber, and yellow fiber. Okay, so we registered all of them, and wow, why are we having, yeah, chipsets? These are the name for items. And these are black basic, blue basic, There we go. So this is our chipsets. So now going back and tools, we should have everyone, digital wand, heater, iron hammer, laser and scalpel. Okay. Now we got our chipsets. We are going for fibers this time. So there we go. We got the fibers. And finally, ingredients. Now, ingredients are blank card, then the cartridge, casing cover, and cartridge, casing, and cover. Ingredients. I had a little typo in there, and this is casing, cover. Then we have digitizers. So digitizer itself, then digitizer base and connector. And I can just use this. There we go. So we have all the items that we already have in game. That's a lot. But if I now launch inside the game, we will see that we will have lots of checkerboard patterns because we don't have textures for them yet. So going into mods, textures, items, show in Explorer. Show yourself, sir. These were our few items that we had till now. Okay, but not that. Now we have these. Lots of them, okay? So these are just some textures with different resolutions. Now, of course, I need to sync the project and run the game. And we have some errors because now I don't need that. What was that? Okay. The next one is again some of those imports that I missed. And what are you? Come on. Oh, okay. Same file. No. Huh? Okay. Uh, there we go. Oh, here we come. Okay, this is half, this is half. So let's go with 48, then 1024, then 512, and shut down. So it will update itself. Hopefully. What happened? Failed to create Java. Wow. Wow. Okay, okay, okay. Now we have problem with Java virtual machine. Not cool. Java? Advanced? No. Java? Somewhere, please. Where was that? View. Ah, there. Okay. Runtime parameter system. Okay. Where are you saving your code? Is in your user .intellij system, and I can pretty much delete lots of these. Shift delete. This is how I reset this guy. And from configs, code style and color remains, component versions, file templates, file types, file templates remain, key maps remain, options, plugins, quick list, remove the files, templates, tools, uses. And there we go. Will you work now? No. Ha. Delete. No. Come on. IntelliJ. Where are you? JetBrains and my location. Anything here? Notepad? Yeah. Why are you not happy about this? Okay. DMX IntelliSense file size is equals to 1024. Then this guy is equals to 512. And that's it. Ron, will you please? I beg you. Please, pretty please. nothing there. Don't tell me I need to uninstall. Oh, okay. Huh, this is interesting. This is interesting. What about you? Yeah, here we go. Term size. That's okay. 1024, 64, and 512. Control S. Will you work now? No. Going back. 512. No, that was 1024. Well, 1024, 512. And here it was 24, 512, or no, it is 512, 128. And in here, this is 112. And I will tell you what is the problem here. This is the 32 version of IntelliJ, and it's running now without the problem, I think. Yeah, but now I need to evaluate it again. But that's because I removed these guys. But program files, IntelliJ, where are you? You kidding me? JetBrain? Not too sharper, come on. JetBrain, where are you? Open file location. There we go. It's in, wow, come on, it's in app data. Okay, I will copy paste it here, create shortcut here, and I will remove this guy. And now I need to register it again. So for registering it, I'll pause the video. Fix the Java, sorry, IntelliJ, and this is IntelliJ 64 version. Interesting. Let's run it. I like it more. Although I would prefer if the colors of background was dark again. But yeah, okay, delete. Delete. Apparently I forgot few of them. What is your problem now? Delete. And what now? Okay. Did it revert back? Eh, you will see. Or it didn't, not sure. Come on. What was that? Oh yeah. Return false because we don't have any upgrades yet. So fix this one. No, it reverted back. Okay. So Control S, saving everyone. Yeah. Delete. And I set this guy. delete. And that should be it. So if we run it now, here comes the Minecraft. And I will delete this guy, create a new world, and flat structures off, cheats on. And in our JPiston mod, now we have all the items, okay? These are fibers, these are chipsets, and these are other stuff we added, but of course we need to set the names. So that would be easy because that's only in our language file, finally, the last part. And let me open my other project. Yeah. Okay. And of course I want it in a new window. So in the language file, okay, till now we have one block, items, digital land, scalpel, heater, razor, iron hammer, and well, I will copy paste all of them. Control V, Control S. Let's run the Minecraft again, making sure that these are the proper names. They should be. And I moved the ingredients in the bottom because we will add more and more to them. So, oh no, yellow fiber dot name items. Oh yeah, okay. Items, that was the point. Did I miss this guy, misnamed this guy? Why would I? Huh, that's an easy fix after all. Okay, and I know where it's happening, and if we come to in our generics, taking a look here, I should say items. Yeah, that's wrong. This should be item, and now I can just copy paste it again. So come on, and from here I will say item, 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 and just paste the rest. There we go. And for blocks it's tile. I really want these guys to be background darkish. Not sure if there is an option for that. So there we go. Yellow fiber, white, blah, blah, blah. Every one of them is now named properly. And they show in the order that you register them. That was something I forgot to mention. Okay? So now the only thing remained is to close all. Going to, you see, I don't like this color. Come on. Please, be there an option for me. modified, general, no, no, console color, console custom. I really hate dark, light colors on stuff like IDEs. Editor tab is top. What do we have? The Darkula itself. Yeah. No. It doesn't change it. Okay. Postpone. Oh, it changed it. Yeah, it changed lots of space, but still. There we go. So that was the case. I had to go into Darkula, then back to our modified one. Okay. So, hey, finally, easy on eye. In our inventory container. And our container here, we need to set these tabs. Now I have a list here somewhere. Okay, first of all, this one, slot 1, is cheap wow slot. That was not funny. The next one is fiber slot. The next one is cheap set slot. And this is blank card. This should be glue. Yeah. Slot. And this should be a sticky card slot. This one will be iron bar slot. This one will be cartridge casing. Then cartridge covering, cartridge cover. Then this is digitizer base. This is digitizer connector. This is our digitizer. And this is the final product. I will leave it empty for time being. This will be generic. No, I don't have it for timing. Generic J slot. So we need to add one more generic slot. And in generics, it was generic J slot, tool slot, sorry. Yeah. So copy and paste. I like copy pasting. And we will go through the code. So what I'm doing here is I'm just checking if it's instance of items that I considered as tools possible to go inside the inventory, okay? And it's generic J slot. There we go. And it shouldn't yell at me anymore. We need to remove this guy. Okay. So the next part is our generic J slot, but not in every slot. So this guy will be, this guy won't, this guy won't, this guy won't, this guy will be, yeah, this guy will be, then again 1, 2, 3, this guy, and at the end 1, 2, 3, okay? The others are not implemented yet, so they will be generic slots, all of them. Now let's run the game. Okay, and going into inventory, come on. Global, cheat, back. none of you, and this guy. So I will give myself, wow, not like that, a stack of each, and you see that some of them are not stackable. Okay, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and for example 1, 1, and where is my, wow, where is my chips? Huh. Did I forget to register them? Mods, it's mod items, ingredients, sticky glue. Oh, yeah, I think I forgot to register them. So mod item. Yeah, I completely forgot those two. And those are after where? Where one of them is gold, so it will come here, the gold one, and the iron one will be here. So this is ingredients, ingredients, and this is gold. Come on, gold. Oh yeah, I moved that part. Gold cheap, iron chip, and there we go. And I now need to close Minecraft and rerun it. Okay, already, you are making me confused again. And come on, come on, what is, oh yeah, this. And here we go, we got our two chips, but I forgot to name them. So one more stuff, two fixed. And it's in names, it should be, no, not in names, in language file, sorry. In ES language, in ES, in US, and where are you? Yeah, I have them. I have them. Iron chip. Oh, come on now. What am I missing is in names. Did I put them in names at least? Not in here, in references. Names, fibers, ingredients, iron chip set, and this is not chip set, this is chip. Yeah, this is chip. Now you see why I use this name class. It's easy to find what I'm doing very fast. And here comes the Minecraft. And yeah, I know I removed them. And here we go, our iron and gold. Okay, now I need a factory and advanced to show you how things will work. Well, first of all, our glue and our blank card, where are you? Our blank card will give us a sticky card, okay? Then any fiber with any chipset will correspond, any chip will correspond our chip, okay? Then the cartridge and iron bar will give us the cartridge casing. Then the digitizer, what is the name? Digitizer base with digitizer connector will give us a digitizer. And finally, cartridge, digitizer, sticky card, and our black chipset will give us the final upgrade. Okay, and depending on the chipset that we are using, we will get different upgrades. So that is how it will work, at least for this tab. Okay, and that will happen in few episodes later, because I have something to do with this GUI. This is not interesting. This is a bit confusing in my opinion. So what did I miss? It was digitizer, digitizer, digitizer. What am I doing wrong here? Did I add them at all? Digitizer, base, connector, and digitizer. Okay. What's going on? In our ingredients, this is our digitizer base. Did I derp somewhere? Digitizer base, connector, and digitizer. In language, and I think I forgot them. Yeah, I completely forgot them from language file. And where are these? Oh, I didn't add them at all. Yeah, okay. So Shift Home, Control C, 1, 2, 3. And this is, of course, now I need our names. And this is our digitizer base. And you'll see how I do this. I will just change the name here and here. And I will put it back here with a space. And digitizer connector. C, D, and space. It's easy to lose the track when you are adding many stuff in one go. So keep that in mind. And there we go. Saved it. So run now. And let's play. And there we go. Digitizer connector, base, and digitizer. Okay. So I may need to tweak this a little, because you know, the colors are close to each other, but that's only texturing stuff. So JPiston. Now here you see my tabs are what should we name it? Overlapping NEI. I had seen some guys changing the NEI arrangement. I think I need to investigate it later, but for time being, we have few more items that we can play with. By the way, these are the slots for tools, and if I have more, these are the slots for tools, okay? And these are the result of what you put here. For example, if you put iron here, you would get iron chip, and gold, you would get gold chip maybe. Or for example, if you put, I'm not sure, for example, gold here, you would get digitizer connector. Whatever, we'll speak about that later when we are dealing with mechanics of crafting our upgrades, okay? This tab would be a 5x5 grid for crafting our piston parts. This one will be our assembly part. This one will be something amazing. And finally, this one is a chest that will accept every one of these items later. Okay? So, in next episode, I think I will move away from this project for a few minutes, and I will show you how you can fork a repository and add your stuff to that repository and send a pull request to the owner of that main repository to add your stuff to his core, and then of course depend yourself on that core. So have fun everybody. Bye bye.